Hello there, here is part 3 of my Fireball launcher, and here I will show you some of the details of the script, which hopefully can help a lot of you save some time and effort, because there's a lot of little tips and tricks here that I discovered. So if you look in this scripted item here, it has two tabs. This is the picked up event, and in here, that's all that's in here. So this was a little tricky to do. So it checks if it's already deployed here, and if it is, it won't deploy it again. So what this does, it uses the set block command in a execute script command, and it sets a scripted block. Now the most important thing here to that little trick is that certain things within this text string, which is all going to be the text and the script within the scripted block. It's the like the NBT data. Certain things has to have double quotes. Okay, so like this here had to have a double quote, and this had to have I think right here this has to have a double quote. But as you see, this is a command within the script, and that's got a single quote right there where I call out a text string for the block type that the scripted block is. And these, there's a zombie around here. These new lines, they had to have 4 escapes here. So things like that just can drive you crazy. So that's how that works. And then in the other part of it here, the interact here, it determines if there's a fireball entity within so many blocks, within 5 blocks, and if there is, it will modify the motion. Well, so this power variable is, I haven't, it's very confusing here in my script, I have to admit, so I was going to go back and change this, but power is not the same thing as motion. So I'm taking the power MBT data and modifying that, and see it, this is the Y, and it has a negative value. That gives it a certain amount of gravity, so it kind of falls. And then I am saving that into the item, the fireball item, and then I set the motion of it based on the fireball range, what number I pick when you do the multiple shot item. It's going to be well, I can look at that example here somewhere. Yeah, so yes, there it is. The fireball range is going to be 0.5, 1.5, or 3 for long range. So that, let's go back to the scripted item. Let's go back to the scripted item, and that would be this thing here, which is actually the velocity of it. So where I say motion here, that's really the power, which I'm modifying. And then I'm setting the motion to either 0.5, 1.5, or 3, if you follow that. So that's something to keep in mind. Items have both motion and power, and that doesn't even consider the strength, the damage value of the fireball. Fireballs have a certain damage amount too, and I was thinking of putting a I'm a terrible shot. Okay. I was thinking of putting a variable down here for damage, because right now it's set on minimal damage, really. You have to, there we go. So that's how that works. Uh-oh. No, it doesn't change if when I'm in auto mode. And now they're all going to... I can't really... Okay. Whoops. I just might set myself on fire here and die. So... Alright. So that's how you do it. Let's try and lure them over here. So, okay. And that's one of the problems with it. When